Okay. This is a very small pile. This is a trumpet vine, which is a native plant. So I want to talk about native versus non-natives, and I'm gonna say it right now, and I don't care who gets upset. Native plants are not all that they're cracked up to be. They can totally suck. They can be great, but they can frickin' suck. So this is trumpet vine. I'm telling you, anyone who's listening, do not plant trumpet vine. It is the worst. It is highly invasive, super drought tolerant. Any piece of the root system that remains will come back. It will regenerate. This is 4 years I've been battling this stuff. And fortunately, it's not in my lawn anymore because I've dug up my lawn about 50 times. Back against that fence, there was a trumpet vine when I moved in, and I dug that thing up and I got rid of, I thought, almost all of it. And when I did that, it was like opening Pandora's box. This whole, not that you would call it lawn at this point, but this whole area, anything within about 25 feet of the original plant, erupted. I was digging up my lawn on a weekly basis trying to remove this crap. And, people, oh, it's great for the hummingbirds, blah, blah, blah. You know what? There's a lot of plants that are great for hummingbirds that do not cause the destruction. I got my little hot lip salvia. You think that this self-seeds? You think it spreads around? Sure doesn't. Not from here. But you know what? Drought tolerant, looks great, semi-evergreen, nice flowers. Hummingbirds and bees love it. What's wrong with that? Right? Native plant. This is what I pulled out of my garden. I have to get underneath there because it is everywhere. So guys, just because it's a native plant doesn't mean it's good. There are good and bad plants in every part of the world. Pick something that does well in your climate. Pick something that's suited to your growing zone. If we were to go on the bandwagon of, only plant native plants, well, geez, there wouldn't really be a whole lot in people's gardens. Forget about maple trees, maybe red maple, silver maple, sugar maple, but the majority of maple trees you see, gone. Just the vast majority of what we plant in our gardens is actually non-native. And, there are native plants that I really like. A lot of the manzanitas, Arctostaphylos is the genus that we can grow here on the West Coast. They're fantastic plants. They look great year-round. They flower. They provide food for the animals. They're really easy to care for. They don't require any supplemental watering. That's an example of a really great native plant. Trumpet vine? Not at all. There's also like horsetail, which is another native plant. You plant that stuff, it'll go everywhere. So, don't jump on that train. There are good plants that are native, and there are good plants that are non-native. And as long as it's not something that's invasive, that's just going to grow wild, like the Himalayan blackberry, which I have in my yard. I'm always removing it. I know I just saw some, and the Himalayan blackberry, right here, here's some right here. This stuff is the worst. Same thing, except this stuff will hurt you. However, the berries are really good. But you think this needle palm, this beautiful needle palm that is such an easy care for plant that doesn't require anything, you think that this is invasive and affects and pushes out native plants? Does not. So anyway, it's a rant just because I'm so pissed at this stuff. This amount that I pulled out, this is nothing. I used to pull this out weekly. I'd pull out about 100 shoots out of my lawn, plus what was grown in the garden beds. And it's nasty stuff. Do not plant it. I'm telling you, I'm going to repeat it again. Do not plant trumpet vine. It is the worst. The worst. Anyway, I think I'm done, okay? Here's my elderberries, another native plant. Good native plant. Provides me lots of food, provides the animals lots of food. Great plant, and it is native. So just because it's native does not mean it's good. Thanks for watching.